Good morning, my all dear class 12th B students. As in this new chapter of banking, we will discuss development of banking in India. We will discuss development of banking in India. So, first of all, before starting anything, uh, let me tell you that in present our banking system is quite developed, but in ancient time or how this banking system was started in India, it will be discussed in this chapter. So first of all, let me tell you that evaluation of banking system of Indian banking system. It is now a well established fact that indigenous banking system existed from very early period, means from very ancient time, indigenous bankers like Sahukars and Mahajans were in the circulation, but it was not similar to the banking system existing at present. The present banking system is far different from that. The evolution of Indian banking system can be divided into four periods. Periods. First of all, ancient period. Ancient period means the Arthashastra by Kautilya mentions that system of taking money on loan existed in olden days, means that was a type of banking system in ancient period. Then let's come to the medieval period. During the period, the banking system made some progress and Sahukar and Mahajars came into existence. Common men used to take loans from these Sahukars. Even the kings and rulers were no exceptions, and during emergencies took huge amount of money as loan. The area of operation of this moneylender was quite large, means in medieval period Sahukar and Mahajan came into the act, and they used to give money on a very high rate of interest, but they don't require any type of paperwork or etc. They just want a stamp, want a sign or your thumb impression on a plain paper, and everything else will be done by them. They will give you the money. Even kings of that time or emperors or rulers, if in emergency cases they want money, they can take the money from the Saukars and Mahajans. Then British period. With the arrival of Britishers and the establishment of trading centers by the East India Company, the position of Sahukar and Mahajans was disturbed. The indigenous bankers were not serving the interest of the British traders, and so East India Company encouraged the setting up of agency houses. Means Saukar and Mahajans were not able to give money to the Britishers. So Britishers have decided to establish their own agency houses. These agency houses used to exchange money and were accepting deposits also, on which they used to pay interest to the time tune of 10 to 12% interest was given by the agency houses. The East India Company further encouraged the establishment of banks which could function according to Western system. Means East India Company was the one who has taken the banks to the India, and the first bank of India was known as the Hindustan Bank of Calcutta. The Hindustan Bank of Kolkata. It was established in 1770, but it failed in 1836. The presidency banks were established by the government of Britishers. The Bank of Calcutta was established in 1806 with the capital of 50 lakh, equally divided into 500 shares of 10,000 each. The government of Bengal purchased 20% of shares. Okay. Then it comes to this question is a little bit history type, means you will be given the facts and data of the previous time. The Bank of Bengal was established on 2nd January 1809, and it was authorized in 1823 to issue currency notes up to 2 crore. Up to 2 crore currency note was issued by the Bank of Bengal. The Bank of Bombay was established in 1840. The capital was divided in 5,225 shares, each rupees 1,000. The government of Bombay purchased 30 shares, and it turned and secured an authority to nominate the members of the board and directors. Then Madras Presidency Bank was established in 1843. Total capital was 30 lakh divided into 3,000 shares of 1,000 each. All these banks operated in India up to 1920. Approximately 90% of shares of these banks were taken with the foreigners. Means foreigners has taken all the shares. Most of the shares were taken by the foreigners. Now let me tell you the drawbacks of Presidency Bank and establishment of Imperial Bank. Establishment of Imperial Bank was also told to you in the chapter SBI. So, though some important facilities were provided to the presidency banks in 1876, yet these banks confirmed their operation in limited territories. Means these banks were not focusing in agricultural area, rural area. Okay, so that is why there were some drawbacks of presidency banks. What were they? There were no coordination between the policies of these banks. Means there were no coordination among the banks at that time. They concentrated their efforts in limited areas. They did not make effort to expansion of business. Means they were happy with their old strategy and they were not trying to go to the new places. The financial sources were quite insufficient. They have lack of money. Okay. Then the note issue was done by government, whereas credit instruments were issued by these banks. Means there should be a uniformity. Means if government is issuing everything, government should issue. If bank is issuing everything, bank should issue. These banks never attempted to support Indian banks. Okay. Due to the above inherent drawbacks, these banks were merged and the Imperial Bank was established in 1921. And after that, this Imperial Bank became State Bank of India. Okay. Okay. Joint stock banks between 1833 and 1860. 12 Indian banks were established, out of which 6 were closed down in 1860. In 1860, a statutory decision was taken to establish joint stock bank. Some important banks like Allahabad Bank, Alliance Bank of Shimla, Commercial Bank, Punjab National Bank were established. Subsequently, Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Central Bank of India were set up. Even though the common man did not have any knowledge of banking system, yet enough money was deposited in these banks because of national feeling, because these were the Indian bank, so people were ready to invest their own money in that. Okay, so in the next video we will discuss the crisis period and the remaining part of this chapter. Till then, learn this, and if you find any doubt and any difficulties, you can ask. Bye bye.